No, I'm explaining to her that it's an Indian film. but you can understand the film because of the subtitles. The film has subtitles.
Finally.
So you'll really understand it when you watch it.
आशिक दिल की टशन पुरानी कहते ज्ञानी इश्क से आपा आग जवानी चली गई तो फिर नहीं आनी कुड़ी बेगानी रहने दे जीना.
I'd like to meet everyone. You know, if they've been waiting there for 3-4 hours, for whatever reason, even if we're just passing in the mall and say, let's sit down here for 2 hours and wait for Shah Rukh. So I meet them personally. Normally, it is not part of the program or agenda. Maybe amongst the stars, I must be the only guy who comes late. Most of them are always on time, and they're there before time. And it's got nothing to do with the fact that you can use your power. Sometimes it's unavoidable, because even if I wasn't a star, I'd be late. I'm one of those who really has a big problem with a 24-hour day. I wish it was 28 hours, then I'd be on time everywhere.
My character is Gujarati, so they travel in like a huge family, and always take Indian tour guides to kind of show them around. So yes, it's in all these foreign locations, but for my character, she starts to see things in a very different way now that she's not with the family and she's on her own. And like it is in most Imtiaz Ali films, this is a journey of self-discovery and discovering another person who's very different from who you are, and in a way completes you because of that.
It is a love story. Like she said, Imtiaz's love story is not just about the story, it's about the discovery of emotions. I keep saying this, he empowers the emotions of a woman, and that's why his love stories are very interesting. I'm at an age and stage where perhaps I can't be playing the young teenage lover like I did, say, 25 years ago. When also I wasn't a teenager, really. I still remember when Kuch Kuch Hota, I was sitting in the classroom in the college. I was 32. I had a cool chain on. When I joined the film industry, I said I'll never do a love story because too old. I was 26. Yeah. I'd finished college. I'm not going to go to college in a movie. And cut to, I was sitting in Kuch Kuch Hota on a bench with a cool chain, and telling a girl, squeeze me, instead of excuse me. And so stupid. And I was 32 then. Anyway, and my first baby was going to be born yet. So I've done it all. So I'm back to it. But I think what is nice about this film is that it's got some very real kind of conversations. Normally, we don't have a love story. We have set pieces. This one boy meets girl, in this also boy meets girl. But there is this whole conversations which I think are very internal. And Imtiaz is quite a master of them. It's his experiences, not just of his own life, but other people's, and he's put them in. So I find it a very different love story, and I find it very wrong for an actor to keep saying it's a different film. But honestly, I think it's quite a different love story. It just investigates, looks into, discovers new things in a couple, which is Harry and Sejal. And the nicest part is that when you see the film, hopefully, inshallah, there will be a kind of feeling that you know these two people. Because you are like them, or you know some people who are like them. She's a pain. She's a pain. So 9 o'clock shift, she's there at 8:45. Who does it? And why? When we did our first film together, she did it. So I said, okay, she's a newcomer, so she's over-enthusiastic. Now she's an old-comer, and she's still coming on time, and she's proper. She's a pain. There was a time when Egypt, Morocco, Russia, even UK, and some other places, Saudi, Indian films were extremely popular. That time, perhaps, that we were just much younger. Mr. Bachchan's peak time, Mr. Shashi Kapoor and everything. And then there came a time when it all kind of just went off. But even now, I remember I was in New York and I was driving one day and I said, I need to get to the airport fast. And the cabbie said, are you Indian? Raj Kapoor? I said, yeah. He said, then I'll drive you fast. So you have people, his father knew Mr. Raj Kapoor. So there was this time, and I think then there was a lull. And in 90s, it restarted back. And I was just explaining it to her that today, the fastest growing region for Hindi cinema is the UAE, the Gulf, Saudi. And I think it's also got to do a little with the fact that there's cultural overlapping. You know, we kind of have a similar kind of familial way of life that all the countries here have. I think that plus the songs and dances, it's a huge cultural thing. It's everywhere, but I think in the UAE culture and Indian culture, they play a big part, and our films are colorful. So it is the fastest growing unit for us, and we have to respect it. The fact that there's so many people who are taking on to our films, and if Indian films are taken on like this, then we can truly go international, you know, make that kind of crossover, so to say. So yes, I've been noticing it. I think it's very heartening when actors, actresses and producers are making different kind of films also, which can be appealing to a wider section now, internationally, than it used to earlier in 90s, which was more, you know, Indian pegged. So I think it's a very positive change for Indian films.
मैं बनी तेरी राधा।